Hello, I hope you're well. I wanted to pop on today to share my thoughts about things that hold us back as creatives, as makers, as artists. I speak to a lot of creatives, and there's a few things that come up, that recurring themes of the type of things that hold us back. The one main one being fear, and it's fear of what people might say, of getting things wrong, and not showing your work in the way that represents what you do, that the images are not looking how you want them to look. It doesn't look like the actual pieces of work or the projects that you're working on. You're just not capturing the essence of your creativity. So that fear is present in all of us, and there's ways we can overcome it. The fear of not being good enough, of imposter syndrome, that happens to everybody. It doesn't matter whether you've just started your creative work or whether you've been doing it for years and years. But every time you have a new collection of work, you might have that fear of, what are people going to say? How's it going to be taken? And that fear happens to everybody. So you can almost cancel it out because it happens to everybody. There's no getting around it. It shows that you care about your work and you care about what people think. And that fear is okay, and it's absolutely normal and natural. So we can't let that hold us back because it happens anyway. There will always be that element of a fear as to whether your work is good enough and what people are going to say. So we'll discount that one. Discount that one now because it happens to all of us. It doesn't matter who you are, you're always going to get that. The second one is fear of not being able to show our work in its best light, of not knowing how to take the best pictures or videos of our work. And that's something that we can learn. There are many tutorials out there online, on YouTube. I've done a few myself about ways to set up your photography, ways to learn the skills that you need to take the photos. There are workshops and tutorials and coaches that you can seek guidance from. And so that's something that you can learn. You just need to embrace those mistakes that you may make as you start doing it and start practicing. Those mistakes are going to happen anyway, and that's how you're going to learn. You're going to learn from getting things wrong. You don't learn from getting it right first time. So making mistakes is really important. It's an important part of learning something. So don't be fearful of making mistakes and getting it wrong and maybe having to delete many of your early photography. It's fine. You will improve as time goes by, but you have to start and you have to put yourself out there so that you can start getting better.